Thank you, Mark, and a big hello from London. Last week has been an interesting week, if a somewhat monochrome one. I'll explain what I mean. You see, though last week's weekly patterns have been interesting, there have also been only one flavour in the markets that I cover, and that was foreign exchange. No major weekly patterns in commodities, fixed income, stock indices, shipping, or even crypto. All the ones I've seen have been FX related. Okay, so last week we had a weekly key reversal down in the US dollar index, pretty close to the recent lows of the market. This week, well, so far we have not seen any follow-on lower. Indeed, prices have started moving higher, away from last Friday's close, though they are still within last week's range. We have a not entirely similar situation in US dollar Swiss franc. Here, prices may not have followed on lower from last week's weekly key reversal down, but rather they've instead chosen to just hang around where they closed last Friday. This situation also applies on US dollar Japanese yen, where we had a weekly key reversal down last week. But again, prices have not followed through lower, nor really gone higher, and stayed close to last Friday's close. This situation even applies to US dollar Argentine peso blue dollar, where prices made a weekly key reversal down last week, if only just, but we've so far seen the market maintain a close weak link to last week's range. However, there is a grouping of currency pairs that have seen some interesting moves, especially today of all days, and that is China. Last week we saw a weekly key reversal down in the US dollar CNY, the onshore Chinese yuan. And though we yesterday and also Monday saw the market hesitating around where we closed last Friday, today we are set up here for a daily key reversal. And at the moment it looks like a daily key reversal down. This also applies to the US dollar CNH, the offshore Chinese yuan, where we had a weekly key reversal down last week. Then nothing much yesterday and Monday, but today we're also set up here to form a daily key reversal, and right now it's looking like a daily key reversal down. I'd also include in this grouping US dollar against the Hong Kong dollar, which had a weekly key reversal down last week, coming off the top of its pegged trading band of 775 to 785 even. This week we have seen a dramatic fall for this currency, falling below and closing under 780 yesterday, though we have moved back up a bit today. This is still quite something. Finally, we had a weekly key reversal up last week in the cross of the Japanese yen against the CNY, the Chinese onshore yuan. This week we have seen a small fall, though still well within last week's range. Finally, we had a weekly key reversal up last week in the cross of the Japanese yen against the CNY Chinese onshore yuan. This week we have seen a small fall, though still well within last week's range. As always, I'm happy to answer any direct questions from anyone who's interested. That I'll finish this section from London, and I hope that you found these comments useful.
Thank you for listening and watching this broadcast. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and at the back of this broadcast. The copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.